In this video, you're going to learn 3 different ways to stretch your knee when you have arthritis. So grab yourself a towel, place it to the side. We're going to use that later. So turn your toe inward in this position. You want to make sure you're by a wall so that your back has support. We're going to be pulling your knee towards us like this. So the inward rotation is an important movement with knee bending. When we bend our knee is actually supposed to do a little bit of inward motion. So this just helps to further exaggerate that so we can really open up our knee. So you may think if I'm doing this, that may hurt a lot. And obviously, if you do have any sharp pain with this, then you don't want to do it. But I would try the other 2 stretches that we're going to show after this because maybe those do happen to work for you. So again, turn those toes inward and slowly pull your knee towards yourself. Keep in mind, I do not have any knee pain at all, so my range of motion may be a little bit more than yours. But when we're in a bent knee position, the 2 surfaces of the knee actually open up as I'm showing there, and they're pulled away from each other. So that can help to give it a little bit more space, stretch out the capsule of the joint, and allow your knee a little bit more room. So shake that out there. We're going to do this one more time. And make sure your back feels support. If it's not enough, you can place a pillow behind your back just to make sure that you're not putting any stress. Make sure to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, and shake it out gently. So this is just a hand towel here. You can grab a tea towel if you wish. So you can place it right under the knee, so really shove it up there as best you can. This may be a bit intense at first, so obviously you can decrease the intensity by lessening the amount of the roll, so maybe only rolling it up halfway or a quarter of the way. What this is doing is it's helped to get even more of a gap into the knee. So if this one gives you a little bit of discomfort, as in sharp pain, but the other one didn't, then just stick to doing the previous one. But if you're really feeling a nice stretch as your knee is opening up, I encourage you to try this, but maybe not with as much of a roll. So experiment with all different sizes of the roll. Get comfortable changing things up, as in the sense that you don't have to follow along exactly with what I'm doing. If I'm doing a full roll, don't be afraid to use a half roll. And turn in. And just breathe through it. And this time I pulled a little bit more. So as my knee was warming up, I was able to gain a little bit more range. And if this doesn't work for you, this particular position, keep in mind I will be showing 2 other ways to do this stretch as well, because maybe 2 out of the 3 work for you, maybe only 1 out of the 3 work for you, or maybe all of them happen to work for you. So just so you know, that can be something that gives you just more options. So the next one would be on your back. Again, make sure those toes turn inwards when you pull your knee towards you. And if this doesn't give any sharp pain, then this would be another way that you can perform this stretch. My bottom leg is straight right out, but if this is too much for you, then you can bend your leg as well. So the third option would be to do it on a chair or a bed. So for here, I'm just showing you this level. So it comes to about just above knee height for me. And again, I'm shoving it right underneath there. I'm sort of getting into a little bit of a lunge position. You can keep both your hands there if you need to. I just took it off for that added extra stretch. So this one is the most intense out of all of them because it's not just the strength of your arms pulling, it's your whole weight. You see how I undid a little bit of the towel to get a better stretch. And this actually didn't hurt as much behind my knee, pressing into the muscles. So oddly enough, at the beginning, even though it's not as big of a roll, because I'm putting less roll shoved right up as high as I can in between the crease of the back of the knee, this actually helped to open up my knee. But as you would do this more and more and more, your knee would get opened up more and more, and you might be able to add the full roll underneath. So just keep that in mind. Again, don't be afraid to experiment. All right, so those are the three different ways that you can use your knee in different positions to help open up your knee and give that space between the arthritis a little bit more room so it's not so much rubbing on one another. So if you guys have any questions for me, leave that in the comments below. And of course, if you have any suggestions of videos you would like to see in the future, leave that in the comments below as well. Thank you for all your support. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell because once you do, you'll be notified of every single new video that I release in the future. Thanks for watching.